Welcome back to Cask 529, everyone. I'm Brian.
And I'm Shona.
I've got Shona set up with a little double blind here today. She has no idea what's in the glass, much less what glass it's in. So I want to wish everybody a happy Father's Day.
Yes.
And we'll be right back in 1 minute. All right, everybody. What I've got set up here is a double blind for Shona. I know she's excited. She always gets worried when I do these. I'm going to give you one little parameter, and this is an idea I ran by Shona a while back, and we didn't really talk specifics, just kind of a general idea, and I think she thought it was a good idea. But what I've got here is 4 100 proof bourbons.
Okay.
In different price ranges.
Okay.
Okay? And we range anywhere from 30s to 80s dollars.
Okay.
So what I want to see is if I can buy a $35 bourbon at 100 proof, and will I enjoy it as much as if I buy a $85 or $90 bourbon at 100 proof.
Okay.
But before I forget, guys, I would like to ask that you would all hit the, which button?
The subscribe button.
Subscribe button, like button, and comment. And we would really greatly appreciate that.
Yes.
And we're getting closer and closer. I know we've told you guys we're going to do a big giveaway when we hit 1,000 subscribers. I think we're 70 away. So that's coming quick. We can't wait. We really can't wait to do that. So.
Cannot.
Okay, are you ready? Are you anxious?
I am. I'm thinking of all the 100 proofers that we have, and I don't foresee any issues because I think I like all of them. So.
Well, and I will tell you though, I mean, which hundreds did I pick? Because
I don't know. We have a lot of
more
them.
than 4 100 proof.
Yeah, we have a lot of 100 proof. So all I'm saying is, I feel that I'm going to enjoy this because I think I like all of them. So.
Okay. Great.
We'll see.
Let's see what we think. Let's see what we got.
Okay. Nice sweet nose with a lot of caramel. Hint of vanilla. Maybe a little bit of a tobacco, like a slight tobacco note with some char. That's a nice nose. I really like the nose on number 1.
It's definitely sweet. It's really smooth, sweet.
Yeah.
That's so smooth.
A lot of spice on the front as it hits your palate. A lot of spiciness. Nice, smooth. I'm going to guess it's 100 proof.
Let's tell her what she's won, Johnny.
Honestly, that is a really nice, very vanilla on the end, with some caramel in there.
It's really funny because there are a lot of spices on the palate.
Yeah.
And I don't get any of that. And really, my head's been pretty clear. And all of a sudden, since we've come downstairs.
It's, I like number 1 so far. First one.
That is, it's really smooth. Look at the body to it.
Yeah. It's a nice pour.
Yep, very nice.
On to number 2.
I will tell you also that all 4 of these we have had on a pretty sizable basis.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Well, I guess maybe one of them hasn't been that sizable, but.
The nose on number 2 it's okay. It's not as sweet or as pleasant as number 1, I don't feel. But it's okay. It's a little bit of spiciness on it.
To me, and it kind of goes along with what you're saying, the nose on 2, I don't really get I don't really get much off of it.
Yeah.
Like this one over here, I knew was going to be a sweeter.
Yeah, the nose is just okay for me.
It's a little harsher. It's not a bad flavor. I like it.
No, I do. It's very citrus forward for me.
Citrus, yeah.
Yeah, it has like a citrus note
maybe
to
that's
it.
when I say harsh. Maybe that's what I.
And then it rolls into some spice. It lingers with a vanilla flavor. But I get that citrus note kind of all the way through it.
I would drink that if you put it in my glass. However, if I was picking between 1 and 2, I would pick 1. If you said, here, which one of these do you want?
Yeah, I mean, my mind might change.
Yeah,
going back
and
through.
it could be different when we come back through, but
I don't hate it. I kind of like that citrus note. It's kind of gives it a pop at the beginning. Because it's like that citrus hits and then it's like a pop of spiciness.
Right.
And it's, I don't know, I don't mind it.
see,
It's
and
kinda
right
fun.
there, even the second sip already was a little different.
Yeah,
And actually, I don't know if you've had 2 sips
I
yet.
have, yeah.
The second sip, I got even more of that, what you're saying, citrus.
It's finishing. Both of these have a nice lasting finish, to be honest, because when I took a drink of water, I could still taste one. But the finish on this is kind of oaky. It's leaving that
Yeah.
oak taste on
Kind of
on my
finishes
palate.
it like 100 proof, doesn't it?
I kind of like 2. I like 1 too, though. I like them both. Oh, the nose on number 3 is kind of cool. It's like almost like a piece of bubble gum, like not bubble gum, but chewing gum, like a minty. It's very minty, like a minty piece of chewing gum.
I want to remind you guys, we will be back one more time this week with a second show, like we always are, usually on Wednesdays.
What's in your Glen Wednesday?
And I'd already forgot that's what it'll be, is what's in your Glen Wednesday. What's in the Glen, I guess.
Yeah. what's in your
However,
Glen? Sorry.
most importantly, I want to remind everybody that on Friday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, I will have Andy back behind the bar with me, possibly Mike. Mike will be here, and we're going to do cocktail show. So I've talked with Andy, and he's got probably a lot more cocktails lined up than I thought we could squeeze into an hour and 20 minutes.
You guys
So
will have fun.
there's a good chance Friday night's live's going to run well over an hour. But we're going to have some phenomenal cocktails. Going to show you guys how to make them.
The nose on number 3 is so intriguing. I can't stop sniffing it because I get that minty chewing gum, and then I'm getting a little hint of tobacco. It's like if you're changing it around, you're getting like, it's really intriguing. I'm ready to taste it.
Let's taste it. Now, my thoughts on the palate. After having 1 and 2, and we like 3. 3 hit my palate real thin compared to 1 and 2.
It is thinner. However, it is full of
There's
flavor.
still a lot of flavor. in
There's
it.
a lot of flavor to it.
It's just that first shock when it hit the palate. I was like, oh, this is.
Yeah, the viscosity on it is a lot thinner. However, it hits my palate with like a big char note. But then it has that mintiness followed through for me. And it's just settling with that caramel and the vanilla and there's a little bit of sweetness in there that I'm not able to put my finger on at the moment, but it's kind of fun. It is thinner.
It is.
But-
It is definitely bitter. That thin doesn't last but for a split second, and then the flavor starts in. But when it first hit my palate, it was like, oh,
Definitely picking up that char again, the baking spices, swirling into a minty note. Like I said, then I'm getting that caramel, the vanilla. I would say some brown sugar, and
Yeah.
that's probably the sweetness I was getting.
now the second little sip there changed a whole lot from the first. It was still thin. I'm trying to make sure I save enough to come back through.
Yeah. The nose on number 3 is so intriguing. It's so fun. I don't know. They've all been good. I hate it when they're all good. I like it when they're like one like just shines and it's like, ooh, that's number 1.
Or even if we don't have one that shines, but one that's blatant. Maybe that was a bad choice in picking these 4 because these are 4 that I knew we liked.
Okay. I'm going to put the nose on number 4, the same kind of category as number 2. It's just okay. It's barely there. I'm searching for it. Yeah, I'm picking up just a little bit of char and vanilla on it. But you really have to search for it. Yeah. It's not as fun as number 3 was.
It's a whole lot different, really.
A lot of char. A lot of char. I would say this one's just as thin as number 3 was. So I'm getting a char, then some spice, a hint of vanilla, and it's kind of dying.
Now,
I'm hoping the second
that's
sip.
interesting because we a lot of times are very similar in our palates. However, for me, it is definitely thinner than 1 and 2. I'll give you that. That oak, that char, I should say. Man, I had that almost from the very start, all the way through.
Oh yeah, it's still there.
But like initially, I had it. It wasn't a heavy char.
Oh, to me it was really heavy.
Yeah, I didn't get it heavy. I got a real nice char. I'd say medium char is what I got out of it.
Mine was heavy on this one. I felt it was really heavy. It stayed with it, but then as I was picking out the different flavors,
I got some hints of cinnamon on it.
I didn't get that. But I mean, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying I
Right,
didn't
right.
get it.
I don't know, I really like that one.
Still heavy with the char. Rolls into some baking spices, which I'm assuming you're saying cinnamon.
That might be the similarity.
To me,
I'm
it's
calling it
just a
something
variety of
different
baking
to you,
spices. Yeah. And then again, finishing the vanilla. It's the sweetness, like the vanilla sweetness. And that's kind of all I'm getting. It has a little bit of Kentucky hug on the end, and I know that these are all 100 proofs. A little bit.
Yeah, you would expect a little bit of a hug just because
Yeah.
of the proof.
I don't know if I got it on the first 3 though, but this one I'm getting, but it might be the spiciness of it, because it is spicy.
Yeah, I'll have to check that. I had hug on, I was thinking I had a little bit of hug on 1 and 2, but I have to pay more attention going back through.
I don't dislike number 4 at all. I would honestly, if you poured any of these for me, I would drink them. I do like them all. Number 4 may not be my favorite. I felt, you talked about number 3 being thin. I felt number 4 was thinner for me.
Okay.
But
So, you said none of them are undrinkable.
oh no, I like them all.
You like them all.
I truly truly like them all.
So none of them are obnoxious to you?
No, none of them.
In any direction?
Not at all. I don't know which one's my favorite yet until we go back through, but I will tell you that I would drink any of these if you poured them for me.
Okay. Well, I'm anxious to go back. I'm anxious to get to the reveal because I think you're going to be, on a couple of them, I think you're going to be surprised.
Am I going to shoot myself?
No.
Shoot myself in the foot?
No, I just think that you're going to be like, wow, that's not what I thought. So, on second sip, number 4 is really thin. Like I'm not getting a whole lot
And that's how I've been the whole way through
of
number 4.
flavor at all. There's some flavor there, but there's no pizzazz to it. It's just,
I like it. To me, again, when I tasted it again, that heavy char on the front end. Of course, that char comes with a little bit of oak. Then it goes into some baking spices, then a little bit of vanilla sweetness, and then it just kind of mellows out. I like it. It's a good pour. I'm not saying it's a bad pour. I'm just saying it's just kind of thin compared to some.
it's thin. And I got a little more char just now than I did when we first, just a second ago.
Yeah, it's.
And I like it. I'm like you. I like it. I don't know of the 4 at this point if that's the one I'm going to ask for a pour of. When we came through this way, I was ready to move it near the top of my line. Now I'm not sure. Now I have to taste the other 3 again.
Coming this way, number 4 was at the end. Still, it was going to stay right where it was. And my guess is it's probably going to stay there, but it might not. The nose on number 3.
This is the
Now
one that you were really intrigued by.
I am getting like a toffee. I just love the nose on number 3. Number 3 is probably just going to win because literally love the nose on it. Smells so good. Again, just like Bryan mentioned, it is a little bit thin. But you get that char, you get the oak, you get the vanilla, a little bit of caramel.
That time, and it kind of goes along with being thin, but that time it's like I've got a piece of candy in my mouth. It's just...
It's enjoyable.
Yeah, it's just really easy to drink.
The nose on it is delicious. I like it.
That one could get you in trouble.
It could. And it is finishing, honestly, it's weird. It is finishing with like a chewing gum flavor. It's really weird. Number 3, I cannot wait to see what number 3 is because it's so intriguing. Right now it's coming in first for me.
Wow. Taking it to the top.
I'm glad to say the nose on number 2 opened up some for me because I know coming this way it did not. But I'm now getting some vanilla and caramel off of it, which is really pleasant. None of them have had a bad nose or a bad taste. They're all good. I like them all.
2, at this very moment, I think would be my favorite. But that wasn't the case when we came this way.
2 is good. There's no denying it. 2 is very good.
God, I can't believe how they change. Just...
Still a nice nose on 1. Not as fun of nose as number 3 is. Number 3 has a great nose.
I like that. However, it doesn't have the same finish. It's not as exciting a finish as 2 and 3.
I actually think I'm exactly with you. Number 1 is good.
It is.
But I think I really like number 3, 2, 1, and 4. And I think that's, we've never been identical, like identical, I don't think.
Not
all
on
the
4.
way through.
Not on 4.
But
that's where I think I'm at, though.
I'm excited to find out what number 3 is, guys. I'm telling you.
Okay, I guess we'll put them up here in order since we're identical. We'll put them up in order.
Let's see what number 3 is.
Are you ready?
Probably not.
I think you are. You're going to be like, yep, that makes sense. That I just want to verify because I think I know what they are, yeah. Okay, number 3 is straight bourbon, new riff, bottled and bond.
I do love New Riff, guys. I do.
That is, honestly, that's a favorite of ours.
It is.
As you can tell by the bottle.
You know, I have to tell you, like, so my New Riff experience was, we seen the bottle a lot. We knew it was just over the border, the Ohio-Kentucky border, and we're in Ohio. I wasn't ready to pull the plug on it because I hadn't heard a lot about it. So I bought these little, we have a wood shop, for those who don't know, so I created this bourbon tree out of staves and stuff like that for a donation,
for a local
business for a donation to our Chamber of Commerce. And I got the New Riff bottles and I created like little laser cutout ornaments for the thing. If I can find a picture, I'll attach it so you can see what I'm talking about. But I absolutely, that's the first time I tasted New Riff, is when I opened that little airplane bottle.
Yep.
And I poured it in a glass because I've been wanting to taste it, but I wasn't ready to commit to it. Oh my gosh, it blew my mind. It was so good.
It was. She did. She fell in love with it.
I did.
She was like, "You got to try this." And I was like, "Wow, that's really good." Because I know it's the same stuff, but sometimes what comes in those airplane bottles, just kind of shaky. But this stuff was phenomenal.
And we have been New Riff fans ever since then. I love it, hate it. I don't know how you guys feel, but we love New Riff.
Yep. So
yay.
That's our number 1. And are you ready for our number 2?
I think so. Which is number 2?
Okay, so number 2 is straight bourbon, 100 proof, Joseph Magnus. Now, this actually was our favorite.
It was.
Of the 3 Joseph Magnus that we had.
Yep.
So one thing I had said, this was all about price ranges, so I forgot to touch base on that, okay? So the New Riff here in Ohio retails for, nope, that's not right, $41.99. So we're going to say $40. The Joseph Magnus retails here in Ohio for $89.99, so $90. Okay, so big spread in those two, and the $40 is in the lead. Okay, so number 1, this is kind of disappointing to me that this come in 3rd place for us. Okay.
Yeah.
And I think it will be disappointing to you also. But
I don't know. I'm pretty excited. New Riff came in first.
I mean, we put it where it fell for us. So, $17.92, bottled and bond.
Yep. You know what? It's still a good. I struggled with if I was going to put that one in 2nd or 3rd, but when you lined yours up, I'm like, you know what? He's right. He is right. I'm a huge $17.92 fan.
We love the line.
In fact, I love this one too. But I mean, it does. This one, I know it's more expensive, but it does top this one just a little bit, just a tiny bit.
Now this one is not available in Ohio. I looked, OHLQ does not have it. So this may not be exactly accurate, but I did some searching and it looks like this retails right around $49.99. So this would be your $50 bottle. Okay. And last but not least, last place, it doesn't really surprise me that this bottle come in last based on what everything else tasted like. However, it did not come in last for the reasons that we once would have put it in last.
Okay.
Okay?
It was still good.
Once upon a time, this bottle was undrinkable to us because it was so hot.
I'm anxious to see
And
what it is.
today I felt like it was so not hot.
Oh.
Knob Creek 9,
Not
100
hot
proof.
at all. It was still good.
It was, and I was really shocked at how thin, and it just didn't have the characteristics that the others had.
Right. And we said the new riff was thin as well.
We did, but
However,
it had
it's
some
so
pizzazz
close,
to it,
yeah.
even as a thin. And that's not, the thinness isn't something we normally note out of that.
No.
But
No. Honestly, they're all good. So please don't take away that none, like we hate any of these, because we do not. However, I am super excited the new riff one because I truly enjoy. It's only like less than 3 hours away from us, and I really enjoy getting the opportunity to go there and going up to the 3rd floor and having some meat and cheese and trying their different bourbons, the bourbon library, the things that you can't get anymore.
let me just finish up with
Sorry.
this.
Sorry.
The Knob Creek is a $34.99 bottle in Ohio. So I've got a $30 bottle, a $30s bottle, a $40 bottle, a $50 bottle, and a $90 bottle. Yes, the $90 bottle did score high for us, but I think we showed you don't have to go 90. And even at that, even though these are scored below this today, I'd be content with these. I wouldn't have to go to 90. I'd be happy with those.
Oh, absolutely.
So that's the 100 proof in 4 different price range, blind, double blind.
Yeah.
Those were all really good. It's a shame there are only half-ounce pours that are left, or that's all we had.
I was going to say, you don't even have that left.
No, I probably don't
2 of mine are empty.
Drink them like Mark, threw them back like Mark. Okay, so I think that's all we have.
Sounds great. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks for joining us, everybody. Like I said earlier, please hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Drop us a comment. What's your lineup look like? Have you had these? Are you looking for them? And until next time, be safe, everybody.
Thanks, everyone.